We are going to be covering lesson 74, Cramer's rule. And Cramer's rule is another method to solving systems of equations. It is in the Algebra 2 book, but I'm not sure if we covered that last year. So here we go. We might have skipped it because of COVID, but I'm going to introduce Cramer's rule. So here are two equations. The letters represent our coefficient, A, B, C, D, E, F represent our coefficients and constants. So how we solve for Cramer's rule is we're going to set up the following matrices. So for X, you use your constants at the end. So the top matrix is E, F, and then B, D. So for X, you don't use the coefficients in front of X. And then we're going to divide that by the coefficients in front of X and Y. So A, C, B, D. So those are the coefficients you're using to find X. For Y, it's very similar. You're not using the letters in front of Y. You'll use the letters in front of X. So AC, EF. And then the bottom is the same for both. So let me point that out. These should be the same. And once you set it up, you will find the determinant of each matrix. All right, so we are going to do a couple examples, and that really is it for this section. It's nice and short. So number one, solve 3x plus 2y equals -1, and 4x minus 3y equals 10. All right, so I'm going to start with x. So for x, I'm actually going to use the numbers in front of y and my constants. So on the top, I have 2, -3, -1, 10. And on the bottom, we have the numbers in front of x and y. So 3, 4, 2, -3. And then I'm going to find the determinant of each one. So 2 times, I set the top up backwards. I was just about to start, The top should be the constants on the right, and then the coefficients in front of y. My bad. And then we're going to find the determinant of each. So -1 times -3 is 3, minus 2 times 10. And on the bottom, I have -9 minus 4 times 2. So that gives me, up here, I have 3 minus 20 over -9 minus 8. And that gives me -17 over -17. So x is 1. Now, when I go to find y, I remember telling you that the bottoms are the same. So I don't need to resolve the bottom. I'm just going to simplify the top. And so for the top, you're using the numbers in front of x and the constants on the right. So I've got 3, 4, -1, 10. And the result of the bottom was -17. Sorry, that moved it too much. All right, so I'm going to simplify the top. I get 30 minus 4 times -1 over -17. So that's 30 plus 4. So 34 divided by -17 gives me a -2. So I just solved this system. X equals 1 and y equals -2. Okay. Next one. Solve 5x minus 3y equals 1 and 2x minus, minus 7y equals -17. So let's start with x. Now remember, for x, I'm going to use the constants and the coefficients in front of y. And I'm going to put it in that order. The constants, so 1, negative 17, and the coefficients in front of y. The bottom is the coefficients in front of x, y in the order that they appear. And then from there, I'm going to find my determinant. So 1 times negative 7 is negative 7 minus negative 17 times negative 3, all over negative 35 minus a negative 6. So on the top, I get negative 58, and on the bottom, I get negative 29. So x equals a positive 2. Now for y, I'm going to use the letters in front of x and the constants on the right. Now I already know what the bottom is, right? The bottom is negative 29 because it's the same result as what I did above. So I'm just having to figure out the top. So I have 5, 2, 1, negative 17. So 5 times negative 17 is negative 85 minus 2 times 1 over negative 29. That gives me negative 87 over negative 29, which gave me positive 3. So my solution is 2, 3. Sorry, that should be a comma because y is 3. Okay. Next one. My pen's running out. 3x plus 2y equals 5. 9x plus 6y equals 24. So for x, right, x is the constants on the right and the coefficients in front of y. So that gives me 5, 24, and 2, 6 over the coefficients in front of x and y. So 3, 9, 2, 6. So I'm going to simplify. This gives me 30 minus 48 over 18 minus 18. So that gives me negative 18 over 0. Now I cannot divide by 0, so there is no solution. All right, so that is it. Hopefully that's enough practice. For homework, you're going to skip numbers 3, 5 through 7, 12, 18, and 27. Thank you.